What is up, my friends? Welcome to another Starcraft II commentary. Landfall here. Oh, Overlord, what are you doing? You don't need to be moving to the back of the base. You need to be moving to other spawn location. Yes, there you go. Anyways, today we have a Terran versus Zerg. In the right position, we have aAaNerchio spawning as the red Terran. And in the top position, we have the teal Zerg, played by Verdi. Now, I do have some background information for both of these players for you. Nerchio, part of Team Acer, usually plays random, so I guess he spawned as Terran randomly in this game. Get this, he is ranked number 1 in Europe. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, number 1. And number 24 in the world. He has 548 wins of a total of 703 games. And that is a whopping, astonishing, insert other adjectives ending in an E, 77.95% win ratio. Verdi, no small feat himself. He is not playing for any clan that I know of. He does normally play toss, so not sure why he decided to go Zerg this game. He is ranked number 165 in Europe. That is not a bad record at all. He is ranked number 733 in the world, with 537 wins of a total of 989 games played, which is a 54.30% win ratio. So both players very much in the top of their game here, and we are expecting to see a lot of high-level play in this game. Looks like the Zerg player did go for a fast hatch. Yep, 15 hatch because he just made that extra drone afterwards. And Terran player going to be going for a high wall in. Not some Terran players they will go opt for a lower wall in, just because if your first lower wall does get busted by bang lanes, you can get something on the top ground to block those lean run-ins. And he does have a gas and orbital command on the way, and Zerg player already has a spawning pool on the way. Looks like that SCV going to be poking around. He does see that hatchery, and this drone is just going to be here to prevent any sort of bunker, but he does see that SCV, so probably should be following that SCV, because if there is a bunker going down, you don't want your drone to be patrolling in the front. You want it to be where exactly it's constructed. And that Marine grabbing that central tower, 2 Marines moving out, and a third rallied along to their friends. Looks like they are going to be killing that drone, and looks like he's just going to be putting on some sort of pressure, because we don't see 2 racks, only 1 racks, and he has cut Marine production altogether at after 3 Marines. He is getting 2 gas, so definitely not going all in. Perhaps just going to be using that 1 drone, 1 SCV, rather 3 Marines and 1 SCV to scare his opponent a little, make sure that Zerg can't just sit back and drone up like crazy. He does put that SCV in there, so definitely a deception, I would say, forcing the Zerg player to make more links than necessary. We do see that 6 more links on the way in addition to these 8, so I would say the Zerg player is overreacting a little bit. Those Zerglings rather could have been drones. And looks like the thing is over, and the Terran player is going to be running back home. We do see that speed is on the way, and he does pull all guys off gas immediately after 100 gas is mined for that speed, so not going to seeing any sort of early roach follow-up or fast layer. Well, Ghost Academy already completed. We're only at 5.5 minutes, and Ghost Academy already completed. Getting a nuke, that is a super fast nuke. Definitely not a orthodox Terran play. We'll see how that goes, and this Hellion is going to be driving these Zerglings back. Make sure that they can't camp out in front of the Terran player's base. So 1 nuke on the way, and 1 ghost completed, another being constructed. So yeah, looks like we're going to see some fast ghost nuke rush. Does Zerg player know about this? Nope, he does not see the nuke. So far, I don't think he's even expecting a Ghost Academy. I mean, he's just only seeing Hellions and barracks with Tech Lab. I mean, usually if you see a barracks with Tech Lab, it either probably means they're going to go for some combat shield and a Marauder upgrade, but who would expect a Ghost Academy this early, and these ghosts are going to be moving out. Wow, those Hellions just being so pesky. I mean, as a Zerg, I guess he didn't get his speed fast enough, because if Hellions don't have blue flame upgrades, those Zerglings are pretty darn good, because if they do have speed, then they can just surround and make sure the Hellion can't shoot and then run back, shoot and then run back. But his speed was delayed a little bit there, so perhaps that is why those Hellions were able to do so much damage. And how many nukes? The Terran has 1 nuke right now, and 2 ghosts. Because he doesn't have cloak yet, and that's a lot of links for you to go head on. And it looks like this Overlord is going to be spotting these retreating ghosts, and they are all going to be taken down. Not a good position for the Terran to be in, and we see aAaNerchio respond with TT, crying face, both players being very well mannered. Wow, another, where is that production overlay? Oh, never mind, I was going to say that's, yes. What am I talking about? Another Ghost Academy going down, and a command center. So, and he still has that 1 nuke. Looks like he is going to be committing with these ghosts for quite some time now. A lot of Hellion, no blue flame upgrade going down. So, yeah, looks like he is going to be going for a lot of ghosts, and Zerg player know about this. So he's getting a spore crawler at each base. Not a bad choice. We do have a nuke somewhere. Yes, there it is, in the natural. And the Zerg player did hear about that, pulling his drone back, but they're gonna get intercepted by these Hellion. Not enough Hellion though, 2 spine crawlers on the way. I guess he was trying to intercept those transferring or escaping drones rather, but that's not enough Hellions to block them, and there was 2 spine crawlers, so not able to do much except kill a lot of larvae. I think I saw like something like 8 or 9 larvae at this natural at one time. So even though that nuke didn't kill too much quote unquote real units, though all those larvae, man, they could have been drones, and it was a lot of inject. So not a total waste, but not doing as much damage as it potentially could. We do see a medevac on the way and 2 nukes. So it's highly. I would highly doubt that he's going to be planning those 2 nukes at the same time in the natural. So probably going to be doing some sort of 2 nuke crunch attack, where you have 1 nuke in the main and 1 nuke at the on the natural. So it's harder for your opponent to micro. And Terran player does know that Zerg has a lot of links, right now. Well, not a huge number, but more than enough to overpower this small Terran army. So he's going to be throwing down some bunkers for defense. Looks like a cloak is already done. This ghost moving out. These links should probably, force a cloak, but they're going to be running back because he does hear a nuke on the way. Wow, those overlords moving so slow. And this is the thing about spore crawler defense against nukes. If the nuke was like right here, then that spore crawler would be able to do something. But it's really hard to move it around, unlike Overseers, because with Overseer you can move around your base if the ghost is not in where you think it is. Looks like these drones are not moving, and that queen is not moving either. So 1 queen and a lot of drones. This reminds me of my friend's barbecue, birthday barbecue that I've just been to, except we weren't eating roasted drones. We were eating roasted corn and pork and such. And wow, just reinforcing or replenishing his nuke stockpile immediately after that first nuke. First nuke at the main, second nuke at the main, and the third nuke going to be going down at the main. So much for nuclear proliferation. Wow, that hatchery is already in the red. If he could just focus down that hatchery with a couple shots of this ghost, it would be dead. But instead, he's going to be squandering the talent of that ghost by killing some drones. Not sure if he maybe this is why he was planning to nuke it again. So yeah, if you are planning to nuke something again, I guess you don't need to snipe it down. And looks like this ghost just be chilling at the back, but he was able to be spotted by something. That Overlord wasn't finished when that died, so it must have been because of this spore crawler. Looks like the Zerg is going to be hiding a 3rd expansion. Doesn't want the Terran to know where it is, and having it nuke immediately, so I'm going to be putting it somewhere safe and out of the center of attention. mutas are out. Not sure how much damage they'll do because Ghost can snipe them, and the Terran players knows about this. So there are turrets going up all over the place. These medevacs are filled with ghosts and Hellions, and they are going to be going towards the main. Looks like. So yeah. And does he have any nukes? Yes, he does have one nuke. So Ghost nuke and a bunch of units. Looks like he's just going to be using going to be nuking with the support, not even going to bother with any sort of cloak. And Zerg player at this point doesn't have too much units. Those 3 or 4 more mutas were being able to snipe, and there goes the GG from the Zerg player. Just constant nuke harassment, and whole battlefield. Oh my god, another nuke going down. I guess this is just a friendly, because there has been a lot of friendly chatter, and not having fun while around. So definitely a good thing to know. And yeah, just constantly nuke harassing his opponent throughout the entire game. Something we don't see too much from a Terran. I would say definitely underutilized nuke as a primary assault unit, because we usually see nuke later in the game where the Zerg have like 4 or 5 expansion up altogether, and you just try to lock them down. So in that sense, it's used more like a reactionary tool. But Nerchio, man, definitely showing us how to put the hurt on your Zerg opponent using those nukes so proactively. So yeah, looks like that's game. Thanks again for joining me. Goodbye for now, and good game.